What's going on, guys? Welcome back. So, I had a little problem. We've been doing a lot of saltwater fishing right now. Fluke fishing's been great. The blackfish fishing has been great. We've had spot croakers in the bay. We've had kingfish. Obviously, your fluke. The fishing's been great saltwater wise. And I went to pull out this rod that I've caught so many fish on, from sea bass to fluke to blackfish, you name it. I've caught a bunch of fish, hundreds of fish on this rod, and it's just a 7 foot Penn rod. It's actually rated quarter to 3/4 ounce, but I've actually used it a little heavier, up to 2 ounces on this rod. And I went to put my reel on it to take it to go fluke fishing, and I realized that one of my guides here was broken. The guide's actually cracked, and the ceramic insert is missing. So obviously, I don't want to get rid of this rod. So I figure I'll just do a repair on it. I'll replace the guide, and we'll be good to go. So that'll be in a future video. But this video, I want to go over just the maintenance, upkeep, whatever you want to call it, on the actual Cork handles. It's it's completely dirty. It's old looking. It's very worn. Like I said, there's probably been hundreds of fish caught on this rod, and I don't want to get rid of it. There's nothing wrong with it. It's an excellent rod. So this video, we're going to go over how to clean and repair your cork handles and get them back to looking new. So let's dive into it. All right, there's just a few things we need to start this. One, a rag. I just have a microfiber rag that I use. Two, a magic eraser. These I got from the dollar store. They have just a regular sponge on the back, but this is a magic eraser. Two, or three, if you have any really deep areas that are missing from your cork, or areas you want to fix that are a little deeper, we have this plastic wood, all-purpose wood filler. I get this in a natural color. You actually get this from Walmart. And then the final product, which is going to make this thing new. And even if you do have a new rod, use this. This is the best I've found. This is U40 Cork Seal. It's a sealant for your cork handle, and this is going to keep it looking fresh and new, and it's going to protect it. So let's get into actually doing this thing. So I wet the magic eraser, and now what we're going to do is we're just going to go around back and forth cleaning. You're going to see, I mean, it gets absolutely disgusting. You don't realize all the dirt and grease and grime that you've put onto this cork throughout the years of using it. But we're just going to go, and we are going to just keep scrubbing this and keep scrubbing it and keep scrubbing it until we get the results we want from this. We're going to dry it off. If we have any bad areas, we're going to apply some wood filler into those areas, and we are going to seal it. So I don't want to bore you with just cleaning up some cork handles, but as you can see, you get a lot off of it. That's just years of buildup of just grease from your hands, fish guts, blood, dirt, everything. So we're going to clean this up. We're going to move on to the next step. So we got it cleaned. It's actually very clean. I have some deep areas that I'm definitely going to fill. Wasn't sure if I was going to do it or not, but I'm going to. Now, this is just an extra precaution that I take, but I just use some painter's tape. This way, when I use this wood filler around the cork, in case if I start getting sloppy at all, which can happen, I'm just going to tape up the areas where I do not want any wood filler. Do it here, the other end of the cork, all the ends of the cork. And so I'm just going to tape that up for now, and then we'll get on to actually putting the wood filler in. And the one thing I didn't tell you is I use some 180. You can use 220, but we just need some sandpaper just to sand down the wood filler when it dries. So, okay, here we have it. We've got it taped up. I'm ready. We're going to throw on some wood filler here. This is going to get into all the deeper areas on the cork that we want to fill in, keep it nice and smooth. This is, again, like I said, natural color. Another color you could always use too is golden oak. That matches all right. I just like the way the natural looks better. So I am going to start filling these up. So now in any of these deep areas, and you're going to be able to feel them, there's going to usually be some deeper worn areas where the cork fell apart and came out. That's typical. That happens. You may even see some cracks here that where it's just starting to crack a little bit. But again, it's from all the use and wear and tear. So now in any of these cracks, we're just going to take our wood filler. I use my finger. We're just going to squeeze on some wood filler onto your finger, like so. And we're just going to actually just start filling in these cracks and these little holes. Um, that's all that really there is to it. So we're going to go around this whole rod. I'm going to fill in all this. This stuff will dry pretty quick, so you'll be able to sand it shortly after. Um, very easy to sand off as well. It's actually super warm in here, so this is going to dry really quick because I am in our sunroom. And, well, there's no air conditioning in here. So I'm actually kind of sweating my butt off right now. But anyway, we're going to just fill this in, let it dry, and then we will sand it down. Okay, so now I let this wood filler dry for about an hour or two. I ran out to do something. So all we're going to do now is just smooth up this wood filler. So you just want to gently sand this just to smooth it out. Get rid of all your high spots. You'll feel it. It'll just start smoothing out. So I am going to sand this, and once I get that done, you can see how that comes out. Once I get that done, we're going to go on to the next step, which is applying the cork sealer, and we'll be finishing it up. Right, so I got the filler all sanded down. Now all I do is kind of take just a damp cloth, and I just wipe this dust off of here, just to kind of clean it up. And you can see how that looks. Comes out nice and clean. You can see the areas that filled in, and yeah, that's about it. So now that we are done with that, the only thing we have left is to apply our U40 cork seal. So let's get that going. Alrighty guys, we're all cleaned up here. We are ready to put on our U40 cork sealer. Now, the directions for this is just apply one coat evenly to the cork, and to brush out any excess because it will not soak in. And it says do not allow it to sag or streak or run. Um, one coat is all you need, and then afterwards it'll dry to the touch in 30 minutes, and it's ready to use in 24 hours. So what we are going to do is we are just going to open this up. Now you can use pretty much any brush you want. This is a brand new bottle here. I'll link this stuff down in my description here for you guys. I have one of these foam brushes. It's just what I had laying around. You can basically use any brush you want. We're going to just dip it in, and we are going to start applying this. And you'll be able to see it go on. Now, guys, I still have my tape on here only because I just do not want to get this stuff on basically anything else. So we're just going to brush this on nice and evenly. And this is going to seal this cork, and it's going to protect it from any of your dirt, grime, grease, fish guts, whatever it may be. So putting that on, go. Put it on this section here. A little bit of this goes a long way, guys, to be honest. This is great stuff. This is probably the best sealer I've ever used before. There's a few different ones out there that you can find online. Amazon has a few different ones. This is basically the tried and true best stuff there is. So we will put this on. You can see it's glossy. I just rolled this section over my tape roll. Want to make sure this is nice and even on here, nice and even and coated. Make sure you get these edges here, the front as well. And that is all there is to it. Now, like I said, we are going to leave this for a half hour. It will dry up and to where we can touch it. We'll remove our blue tape from here, and that is it. So, not much to it. I'll show you guys the final results in about a half an hour once this is dry, and we will be good to go. Well, guys, that is it. The cork is dry. It's been about 30 to 40 minutes. Looks absolutely amazing. I'll tell you what, this U40 cork seal is by far the best that I've used. Definitely check it out. I'll link it down in my description. Whether it's an old rod that you want to just clean up or a brand new rod. This stuff is you buy a brand new rod with cork grips on it, definitely throw this on it. It's going to protect it. It's going to keep it in better condition, better shape as time goes on. And yeah, unfortunately, I would be able to use this in 24 hours, but I have a broken guide in which I have a kit ordered from a company called Mudhole, and it's going to allow me to replace guides, actually build rods if I really wanted to. I'm not sure if I'm going to fully go that route or not. I'm throwing it up in the air, debating whether or not I want to do it, but definitely to replace guides. I have a few broken guides on rods, so might as well get the kit and replace the guides, right? But again, guys, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment down in the description, down in the bottom. And yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Hit that subscribe button for me if you guys aren't subscribed. I see a lot of people watch the videos but aren't subscribed. Do me a favor, just hit the subscribe. It definitely helps me out. But I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching.